Let's talk about the 3-day refresh. What's up, guys? It's Dave here to let you into a little bit of my life as I go through and do the 3-day refresh. 3-day refresh, basically, it's a 3-day cleanse. You know, some people do it to lose weight. That's not really why I'm doing it. I checked in this morning at 176.8, I think. Anywhere around 175 is where I'm pretty comfortable. So it's not really about losing weight for me. I probably will lose a couple pounds, but it's more about feeling like crap. For those of you who know me and you follow my stuff, you know I live in San Diego and we live in a big tourist town. And this time of year, it's July right now, and this time of year, it's just crazy here. There's stuff going on. I'm just on a daily basis. I mean, it's Monday tonight, and there's an event that we got invited to that is I'm not going to go because I'm just burned out. And I've just spent too much time drinking wine and being with people. You know, it's the kind of place where you can go out for a glass of wine with 2 people and end up having 3 or 4 or 5 glasses of wine with 20 people who you hadn't expected to see that day. That makes it a lot of fun, but it also makes it sometimes a challenging place to live. So I woke up this morning and I just felt like hell, and I thought, gosh, I got to do something about this. And today is actually the 11th anniversary of Monica and I starting using Beachbody products. We started with Power 90 11 years ago today. So I figured, well, today would be a good day to start a new Beachbody program. So I'm going to do this 3-day refresh because I know it will make me feel better. I've done stuff like this before, using Shakeology mainly as the primary source. And that's actually why they started this, is because a lot of people were doing these little 3-day Shakeology cleanses, and they sort of said, you know, it's not really what Shakeology was designed to do. We would like to put together a program that if you guys want to do that, we'll give you the tools you need, and that is what we have here in the 3-day refresh. So let's go through it and see what's in the box. The first thing is Shakeology. This is breakfast. Okay, you have Shakeology with fruit. I had actually the tropical this morning. I like the tropical one with fruit better than this, but you know, because I can put the fruit in the shake, right? And it's just a little bit quicker and easier because I'm kind of lazy and usually in a hurry. So Shakeology is breakfast. Then you get a cup of tea if you want to have a cup of tea. Then for, whoops, that's the wrong deal. Then late AM, which I interpreted as 10:30, you get your Fiber Sweep. Fiber Sweep is psyllium husks, basically. If you've ever done any sort of a cleanse and you've taken psyllium husks before, you know they taste like dirt. They're really actually very gross. Pleasantly surprised with this one, however, because they added some natural lemon flavors and stevia. And so, you know, I mixed the thing up and I was kind of expecting what I was going to drink right there. And I was like, oh, this stuff is, you know, it's kind of thick and goopy, and then it tastes like dirt. And it was like, oh, wow, it doesn't taste like dirt. It tastes kind of like lemon and sweet. And so it's good. So that's late AM. Then for lunch, you have this. I'm super stoked about this. This is called Vanilla Fresh, and it is a new vegan vanilla flavored protein powder. So Beachbody has not had vegan flavored protein. I'm not a vegan, but sometimes I like diversity, protein diversity. And so, you know, I bought other vegan protein powders. They're usually really expensive. They haven't really announced how this is going to be released, if it's going to be released anywhere else other than the 3-day refresh. I think it will, though, and I'm certainly telling them to do that because I know, like, again, I said I'm not a vegan, but I know a lot of vegans, and I, you know, really respect that decision. And, you know, you guys should have this as an option. So maybe you send a note to Beachbody as well and tell them you want this independently, so we can get that. So you get that for lunch along with 1 fruit, 1 veggie, and a healthy fat. I had some broccoli and hummus. So that was my lunch, basically, was, you know, a 200-calorie, 20-gram protein shake, some broccoli, and some hummus. So not hungry, you know. This is not a starvation thing. In the evening, you get, for dinner, this, and then there's actually a snack option as well. I'm sorry, I forgot the snack option, which is 1 veggie option, 1 healthy fat, or a raw juice if you want to juice it up. I'm not so big on the juice thing, mainly because of the sugar. But for dinner, you get this and one of the dinner options. So they've just got, I don't know, there's 10 or 12, maybe there's more actually. Yeah, it looks like maybe there's more like 15 different recipes. You know, a cucumber and tomato salad, veggie stir fry, kale with pine nuts, a spinach salad, roasted asparagus with almonds, which I think is what I'm going to have because I love asparagus. So, vegetables, right? No animal proteins. We're just going to eat vegetables. I haven't looked at these to see if they're all vegan. I think they probably are. They're definitely vegetarian, though. So that's what you then get for dinner. And then you're eating a lot or drinking a lot of water in addition to that, okay? So that's kind of, a little bit of an overview about the 3-day refresh of why I'm doing it. I just woke up today with a nasty hangover and I felt like crap, and I don't like feeling like crap. I like feeling good. And again, it's 11 years of proving to me that, Beachbody stuff makes me feel good. So today's day one. It's about 4 o'clock here on day one. I've had all the stuff that we talked about except for the dinner. I'm not hungry. I feel a little bit better. I've been drinking water all day as well too. So anyway, that's my day one of my 3-day refresh journey. I'll check in tomorrow and let you guys know how I feel, and most importantly, how I sleep, because that's always a really good gauge for me of how I am feeling. All right, guys, check in with you tomorrow. Day one.